Well, fighting for land. Hundreds of Beaufort County properties were up for auction today at the county's annual tax delinquency auction, 180 of which were Gullah owned.
Several challenges on top of a global pandemic are causing many natives to lose their homes and businesses on land that's been passed down from generation to generation. But community activists are stepping up to make change in hopes of preserving the Gullah culture.
They worked hard to own this land, to get this, and to pass it on. And on her dying breath, she begged us, please don't sell it.
Cynthia Welch is one of hundreds of tax delinquent landowners in Beaufort County. The land belonged to her grandmother, passed down from generation to generation.
It's not just a piece of property, for a lot of people, it's a connection to their culture and to those, who came before them, because many of those residents' life and their families started on that property. 333
delinquent properties went to auction Monday in Bluffton, 180 of which were Gullah owned. Frazier says gentrification and rising taxes were already a lot for many to deal with, but the COVID-19 pandemic is what pushed many property owners over the edge. Levon Stevens is part of the Gullah Geechee Land and Preservation Task Force on Hilton Head Island, and he agrees, saying it's disheartening to see.
It's affected our income. Folks who've been working and been laid off, some folks are certainly not working, and some are not working quite as much. Not to mention the people who have been affected by illnesses, and ultimately death has affected the people of Hilton Head for sure.
Stevens was at today's auction monitoring the properties for sale and hoping to connect property owners with investors who have intentions of preserving Gullah land. But he says preserving the culture will take a whole community effort.
I think the biggest thing that I would like to see impacted is the mindset of how people recognize this culture, and certainly not trying to push people out. But I think if we create a different mindset, we can deal with not only cultural preservation, but we can impact how social and racial injustices occur.
Councilwoman Frazier worked with local and state representatives on a bill that would allow delinquents to have an additional year to pay taxes owed on their property from the year before. That bill was signed into law by Governor Henry McMaster, but only applies to people whose property was auctioned off in 2019.
It's something that I feel very proud and accomplished to have been a part of. It's really important to me because this is home for me and home for so many other culture.
But Frazier and Stevens say their work is far from over. They'll continue to work with Gullah landowners to educate and connect them to helpful resources so they don't lose their homes, businesses, and livelihood.